What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux, and today we're going to be talking about the Atelier Ryza event. I know I haven't made a video on it. I apologize. I am so sorry, but here I am. I'm going to talk about part 1, part 2. Even if you're behind, you might want to know about part 1, or you might, I can just tell you about it. There's part 2 that we are going through right now, and there's also the Kraken. So if you stay to the end, we're going to talk about the Kraken. We're going to talk about basically a guide on the Kraken and everything you need to do to beat it. That way you can farm it. Anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to get more Artery Gear content. Anyways, let's hop into the video. Alright, so here we have the event with these 3 lovely ladies. Honestly, all 3 are amazing characters. I don't care what you say. They are really decent characters. The Claudia's are free 5-star. She is actually pretty decent if you invest into her, right? Ryza is amazing at what she does with the AoE. She's great for counters. She's great for Iron Maiden. And a lot of people thought that she was pretty much useless, but I like her. I've invested into her. And then Lila, everybody's been winning and wishing for Lila. Lila is kind of amazing. Not even kind of. Lila is amazing right now. I'll just say that. So first up for the event, just going to get this out the way. We have the little mini game. You can play that if you want. I haven't really been paying much attention to it. But you go out, search for search for materials and stuff like that. You bring them back and you can do all the mini game stuff. Haven't really been doing that, if you want to be honest. It's not my thing. So on chapter 1, on part 1, you have up to 3 chapters. You have your EX mode. This is what we were doing last week. You farm this. You're farming the event. You want to clear out this whole shop. This has stuff for everybody. Even if you're not getting Ryza or if you're getting Claudia, I still think you should just get it. You should just clear it out, because if you decide that, if they do a rerun of this and you decide that you want those characters, you'll always have these materials. So you should just go ahead and just get everything. Just clear out the shop. There's really no reason why not to. Even if you're just like, yo, I'll never use Claudia, there's no point. Just get it. You might decide that you want to. So I would do it, honestly. Then you have your event quests. Pretty much daily, we're getting Claudia pieces, so they're really pushing for us to max out Claudia's EX equipment, which I think is pretty nice because that's extra base stats, and she might end up being stronger than a lot of your characters because she's getting a free unique equipment upgrade, right? And then we're getting all of her skill ups and everything, so honestly, why not do that? So just go ahead and get that, right? And then on part 2, same thing. Smaller event, you have your chapters, you have your EX, you farm that. And then what that opened up is the Kraken boss. And the Kraken boss is honestly very interesting. It seems really, really easy at first, and then when you get to extra, you're like, oh crap, I actually need a healer, right? So that's where I'm at now, where it's like I actually need a healer, because the stages it has are really annoying. But when you beat the Kraken boss, you get these Philosopher's Stones. Well, to fight the Kraken, you need these challenge cards that you get. You get those by farming the event, right? If you farm the... I am so sorry I missed that. If you farm the EX stages, you get the challenge cards, which you use the boss challenge cards to fight the Kraken. And then you fight the Kraken to get the Philosopher's Stones. And then you use the Philosopher's Stones to find to do the Alchemical Cauldron. And then you do the Alchemical Cauldron to get more of the materials that you need for Ryza and Lila. So you do your summons as like a gotcha. If you played Blue Archive, it's very similar to the event there, where you summon, try to grab everything, and then you go to the next round, and the next round has more stuff for everybody. It has a gear set here, the lifesteal gear set here, that people might think about using on Ryza, honestly. But yeah, so you get all of this stuff, really good stuff in here. Just go ahead and try to clear this out, honestly. It's really solid. So just get everything that you can, farming out the event. And that's pretty much it for the event itself, right? Farm EX3, get the challenge cards, farm Kraken, clear out the Alchemical Cauldron, and then you're pretty much done, right? And then, yeah, I already talked about all these. So, yeah, that's pretty much all you have to the event. All right, so if you guys stay to the end, you now get to hear about Kraken. and how we can pretty much conquer this boss, right? So the boss has a normal, hard, advanced, and extra. It seems that the extra one is one that you only have a couple times to do. The advanced one is the one that you can farm over and over again, which is really good because the extra boss is annoying. It's just the fact that it's hits harder, it has more health, makes it a pain. Honestly, like I'm gonna conquer it. It's just I need to make sure I have a team really suited up for it. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be talking about it together. Um, but yeah, just focus on advanced right now because that's the one you're gonna be farming like super extra, right? So when you're looking at the boss, this boss is red and it has greens alongside it. So for the most part, you can make a centaur team with it, but these minions on the side are something that you also want to get rid of. So you can use somebody like Milvis, for anything like that, because you do want to clear them out. So also with any boss, you want to make sure you look at their abilities and see what they can do. Because it's just really, really annoying, right? So first ability, this one here gives a defense boost to an ally in itself, which is really annoying because defense boost makes bosses honestly completely just take all of your damage with no problem. I think it's like, what is it, a 70% or 60% boost to defense? Honestly, that hurts a lot of your damage. So you want to make sure the boss does not have this when you're doing all of your bursts because it can hurt it drastically, right? This second ability is a real problem. It removes 2 buffs from anyone on your team and inflicts attack drop and critical chance drop for 2 turns. This is a huge DPS killer, so you want to make sure to clear this. So if you have no way of taking this off of your allies, you want to make sure you're using like Morris or somebody who can put immunity up because you do not need this to happen. Which is why like Claudia having status resistance is decent because she can still do a little bit of damage. But yeah, attack drop and critical chance drop can literally hurt your Lila, can hurt your Ryza, can hurt your Milvis that you use, your Genga, Shahaya, anybody who uses crit, this can hurt. Even if you're giving a critical chance buff, she's literally taking it off and then dropping your critical chance in half, which is a lot because most of us are sitting around 70, 80, or maybe even 100. So that's dropping you to 30 to 50%. It's not good. That's literally not good. So this passive here, this active skill activates after this passive when basically she won't die. Anyways, at the end of anyone's turn, if this unit is under the status of accuracy drop, gain accuracy boost for 2 turns. When taking a critical hit, lower the move bar of allies by 5%. Split 20% of the damage for allies. Will not die when taking lethal damage. When HP is less than 50% at the end of the enemy's turn, reduce the cooldown time of Giant Illusion by 1 turn. Immune to countering effects. So what else does this mean? So basically, if you're like me using Milvis, the accuracy drop kind of hurts because she's getting the accuracy boost. And then when she takes a critical hit, she lowers the move bar of allies by 5%, split 20% of the damage for allies. So you want to clear off the allies to help that, right? So when you're killing her, she'll activate her other ability. And when she gets to less than 50% at the end of your turn, she reduces the time of her Giant Illusion. So you want to make sure that you burst her down before she gets to 50%. Instead of like kind of wilting her health down, you really want to make sure that like you activate that burst right before she gets to 50%, because otherwise she's going to get this Giant Illusion, which Giant Illusion is really, really annoying. It removes all buffs, debuffs from the unit, restores 70% of the max HP, and then she gains shapeshifting, and after shapeshifting, the skill of this unit will become Frenzy Flood, Unbreakable Chains, Chaotic Baptism, and the passive effect of Immortal Illusion also changes. So she gets like a whole nother thing that I really can't see until she changes, but yeah, it's pretty annoying. And then these extra enemies here, they just get extra 20% action bar, and they inflict some really nasty debuffs, attack drop, and skill interference. So you don't want to deal with that at all. So you just want to clear them out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the advances. I have plenty of tickets. So I have this team right here because I have honestly some really strong like units, with Milvis being my main one, Lila giving the crit chance boost and the move and the action bar boost. Ryza, I have Ryza here for the counter because the boss does attack quite often, and this can really help with just getting the extra defense boost off with her counter, right? So this is why I feel that Ryza is really strong. So I'm going to show you guys with this team, and I do have Alice to give Milvis some extra damage. So we're going to go ahead and use this team, and you'll get to show. Now, again, this is a really strong team. This is a level 60 Lila skilled up. This is a Milvis skilled up. You know, Ryza's not skilled up, so you can kind of see it with her. But so we have the block. So let me slow this down a little bit. So you also have your support. I forgot to mention that. You do want to use the attacking support because that's just going to give you the extra damage that you need, especially if you're struggling. So when you were looking at this, right, I should have slowed it down. I have my team not really speed tuned for this. I haven't really tuned for it because I was easily kind of able to do it. But obviously, like, you want to do as much damage to Kraken as possible. So that's why I have like a single target. Now, the only problem is that like I have my Lila attacking without a defense boost, and you saw that she just did 24,000, which is quite a bit, right? So now we're looking at the fact that this boss is at 60%. So we go ahead and use this on Milvis. So Milvis is gonna pretty much kill this boss, which is why I love her. Yeah, so that just dropped the cooldown right there of her active skill. But we went ahead and killed her. Dropped the cooldown again. So she's going to attack. She's going to get countered. And then we're just going to keep attacking her. Really, honestly, during this phase, just try to survive. This is where having a Morris helps because you can heal yourself up. Just do your S1. Now, this is where also, if you're doing auto, like, it might not be the best because they're going to use skills if you have them up. I'm just doing it manually just to kind of show you the phase. But as you see here, her skills are like charging up. Everything's charging up, and she's gonna get scary here in a second. But I'm just S1ing. I think it's gonna do the accuracy drop. That's where she gets the accuracy boost. So I can show you everything. Yeah, so it's honestly really scary. But we're just, with Lila, just able to do a lot of turns. So now she's going to change and shapeshift, which is terrifying. So now she gets a whole new moveset that's really scary. So Unbreakable Change deals damage to a single enemy while ignoring resistance. Remove all buffs and inflict stun. Lasts for 1 turn. Prioritize the target in #1 position of the lineup. If the target is not in one position, increase the damage. So you need to make sure that whoever's in position 1 can take this hit. This is where the positions actually matter, because she is going to nuke anybody if position 1 is not there. So having this set up is really not the greatest if you don't have like a team really ready for it. So you want to put somebody tanky there. You want to put somebody who can heal, like, so, you know, like Morris, anything like that. You don't want to have your Heron because she's going to absolutely obliterate this person, especially with the fact that she can ignore resistance. So you do want to have some sustain. On this ability here, Chaotic Baptism, she's going to deal damage to all enemies and then revive dead allies. So you really want to make sure that you kill her, because her doing AoE, like right now, she could completely obliterate my team. So I do have to be careful, but everybody's able to take a turn, so I need to make sure that I can kill this boss. So we're going to go ahead and activate the passive, give that to Milvis. And Milvis had plenty enough time to get her, well, she did not get her cooldowns back. A little bit short, but we did the S1, and then we're going to do the S3, hope we get the defense break. Yep. And then we're going to just keep going. And we're going to activate this to get an extra turn. And then we get the S3. And then there we go. So, yeah, that's the advanced boss. Honestly, there's a way you could just do it with just having just straight up damage. You just want to make sure that you have the AoE, right? You want to make sure that you have some single target damage, and you want to make sure you have like defense break to do it. So you could easily, like, really honestly swap out a couple people. Like Ryza's not necessarily needed here. I could have put a healer, right? I could have definitely put a healer probably in spot 1. Like if I were to use where is she? Morris, right? I could definitely use Morris here to help out and just have Melvis and Lila do all of the damage, right? That's definitely something you can do, especially that time in between the transformation. You can just go ahead and heal up your team, keep everybody alive. But also, you could say that you could take off Alice and use Ryza. That way, Ryza is just throwing the extra counter damage and just healing. So there's multiple ways. If you don't have Milvis, I do suggest using somebody like either you can use Kagari because she has the action bar push. You can use 4, anybody like that. And then if you're doing like a regular Centaur team, that's definitely okay, but you do want to take out those extra adds, so you want to be careful with that. So if you're gonna do like a team like that, right, a Centaur team, you know, you have your Chahaya, you have your Ginga. I would look at this and maybe drop Morris and do like somebody with some AoEs. You probably wouldn't be able to do extra with the Centaur team, but you should be able to do advanced. So I would look at using like somebody who can take out those side adds, right? You could possibly get it with some action bar manipulation, but you know, you have Rosalind, you have Milvis, you have 4 Kagari to take out those side adds. But yeah, pretty much that's how you guys can beat advanced, which matters the most. Extra is just something that you're gonna honestly have to use a healer for, because the boss just does a lot of damage. And you gotta time your damage a lot better. I gotta do more testing for it, but since I have chances, I really gotta like take my time on this. I kind of just went into it and wasted a whole chance. So before the event is over, definitely either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna be on Twitch and I'm gonna be trying to look at this boss and see what I can use. So also, I do stream this game on Twitch at twitch.tv, Like It Likes Gaming. You can catch me playing this game and several others, but I'm mainly playing AG, especially when there's a content up. So if you have any questions, you can definitely head over there and ask me. But guys, I'm pretty much going to close this video. If you guys have any more questions, please put them down below in the comment section. I would love to answer your questions. If you guys are needing alliances or anything like that, please let me know, because with the alliance boss that's out, which I'll be making a video on that, we're needing to make sure that we just have everybody just kind of ready to do that. That way we can just get as many rewards as we can. But if you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to get more Artery Gear content. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lucks out.